Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. If it's, what am I saying? Today we are doing something I've only done on my channel one time before, and I'm gonna do it again, just to fill up a video idea. But, you know, I love shopping. I love window shopping also. So today we're gonna take a look at some new releases, see if they're like necessary, not necessary. I mean, who's to say, right? This video is very much based on the series by Samantha March, who creates videos like this, and also Angelica Nyquist, who also makes a really good series of videos looking at new releases. Just before we get into it, if this is your first time here, my name is Robert. I'm a professional makeup artist here on YouTube, and also in real life. It's my goal to help you become a pro yourself, or just someone who's really good at makeup. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, glitter and a mustache, then do please consider subscribing. Let's just get into it, and let's start with this first product. This is from April Skin and Disney. Now, some of you who know me are gonna be like, he's biased because it's Disney, and let me tell you, you're absolutely right. Based on Zootopia, for those of you in the UK, Zootropolis, I don't know why they changed the name. We know what Zootopia means. And it's a cleansing balm with, guess what, carrot ingredients. So it's beta carotene and carrot water, carrot seed oil, and carrot extracts, which is a strong anti-inflammatory effect and instantly soothes redness and acne. You know what, I love a cleansing balm. I almost collect cleansing balms because I clean my face so many times a day when I'm wearing makeup and changing the look up for videos. I need a lot of cleansing balms, and they're so much more gentle on the skin, just to melt away all that makeup and then gently, you know, take it off with like a cleansing cloth or even just water. That headband is really, really cute. I would keep it, I would wear it, absolutely. Like, don't think I wouldn't because it's a bow, I absolutely would. And you all know I love a heavy theme. I love a heavy theme, even with skincare. You know what, I'd rather my skincare be Disney themed. Get me into using it. That's a yes from me. I really, really like that. That's a yes. Okay, next up are these new, face powders from Chanel. Do I like Chanel? I think I do. Wait, I don't think I do trust Chanel. A lot of high-end brands, I really don't understand why they're so high-end, because I've used like indie brands, or, you know, maybe not such as pricey brands that are less expensive and actually do a better job. I always look at things like Chanel, and although this like embossing, or the opposite of embossing, debossing, is very impressive, I don't like the packaging. I really think Chanel are very old school with their packaging, and Dior also, although I do quite like Dior products. It gives like super old makeup vibes. So it's basically just 3 shades, warm gold, pearly white, and precious coral. And these tend to be, from looking at their similar products, about $40 to $60 depending on I guess what's on it. I think these might be on a higher price end because of the detailing on the actual powder. Listen, I don't think anything from Chanel is... It's hard to say, is it worth it? Because I think there's highlighters out there which are much better, and illuminating powders that are much better, that aren't really worth $60 compared to this one that is priced at $60. I would probably give that one a miss personally, but I would understand if people like collect Chanel or just loved having Chanel, the logo. You do you. It's pretty pricey though for something that doesn't need to be, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Next up is a new blush stick shade collab. This is Sarah Wolak. I don't know who that is, and Persona Cosmetics. I've heard of them. My issue here is with this advertising. That looks great, the rollers there, that's a cute picture. It's just these ones. I think these must be from a TikTok video, because that is blurred like crazy. I can't see anything. It's called Dreamstick, and it's in the shade Bloom, an ultra lightweight cream blush multi-stick formulated with skin-loving ingredients for the cheeks and lips for a fresh summer glow. Okay, cool. Available May 25th on their website. Blush sticks are cute. Like, I do like them, but I wish there would be something a bit more, I don't know, I think it's kind of like the lip oil for me, like it's becoming overdone, and unless there's something different about your one, other than it can be used on lips too, I feel like let's try something different, you know? Now this looks really good. This is from Glow Recipe, and it's their Plump Hyaluronic Gloss Balm, lip balm and gloss in one. Ultra moisturizing, non-sticky formula deeply hydrates and delivers a shine of a gloss. It has hyaluronic acid. I love their Plum, like their moisturizer. It's nice and like like bouncy anyway. And recently I've been using like this balm from Tatcha, which is like a really nice lip balm, gives a nice shine to it as well. But for me, it's more like an overnight thing, or you apply it and take it off. It'll be nice to see how this looks just left on the lip with that glossy finish. And if it feels comfortable on the lip as well, you know? It'll be really good to see that. You know what, there's something about lip masks and lip things which I think are severely underrated as a makeup prep step, instead of not just at night, not just when you're hanging out, but like kind of leaving it on, doing your makeup, taking it off and then applying your lip product. I think it's massively underrated. I feel like I'm interested in this. This might be a pickup for me. I really, really like the look of that. From Melt Cosmetics, celebrating 10 years anniversary with a new eyeshadow palette, the Dark Matter palette. So this was inspired, if you remember, years ago, they did the stack of eyeshadows, which was called Dark Matter. This palette is inspired by that. I do have to say, maybe back then, 10 years ago, it was probably like a little bit exciting, these shades, but now you look at these kind of colors and it's like everyone has these. Everyone has these in something, whether it all be in one or you have a neutral palette, it looks very similar. It's nice, but it's not exciting. Like, you know, maybe a few different textures in there would be nice. If there's some mattes, some shimmers, maybe step it up, bring it into like this year a little bit, maybe some metallics, maybe a texture that's a little bit more exciting. That to me just looks very simple. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of this, because it's nice to have your nudes and it's nice to have something simple. And I do like to look at products as if thinking like nobody has palettes already, if this was the only palette to have. But I just feel like it's not like crazy exciting. I don't know. Now these look really nice. These are from NARS and this is their Afterglow Liquid Blush. It's skincare infused, long-lasting natural glow. It also says it's transfer resistant. These are about £32, $32. And it claims to blend without streaking. Now, this is what I quite like. It's like a liquid. It looks physically different to a balm or something like that. The only issue I have here, right, is let's look at the swatch on the deeper skin tone. There is, okay, so as a makeup artist, right, there is maybe 2 shades I would take from that I would be confident on putting on deeper skin tone and them liking it or finding it suitable or actually looking not, you know, like I've put on some kind of like pastel shade on them. We definitely could have added something a little bit more. We definitely could have done with 2 more shades in there. Some options for the deeper skin tone, maybe something a little bit more red to it that isn't pure red, you know? And the issue is we have like a deep burgundy in there, like a deeper purple. But when it comes to brands, when they're creating shades for deeper skin tones, you get the same old, same old. It's a deeper burgundy, something else. Let's make like an orangey, something a bit more orangey, something that's pink that doesn't look stupidly pastel pink. You know what I mean? Like, can we get some different shades, some different shade options for people? Like, let's mix it up a bit. Let's get, there's only so many burgundies you can buy, you know what I mean? So this came as a surprise to me. Urban Decay and even MAC actually have been like, this year, quite exciting in what they're releasing and what they're bringing out. But these are the new Hydromanic Dewy Liquid Blushes. I love their foundation. Is it also called Hydromaniac? Hydromaniac. Long wearing, 24-hour long-lasting hydration. And these shades, I really, really like the shade choice. I think they've done really well. I feel like there's shades in here for everyone, and everyone has a pick of, you know, 3 or 4 different shades. I really think it's really nice. I think it's really a beautiful texture. It looks stunning. You can kind of go for a shade that looks kind of natural, or you can go for a nice burst of product. These are really exciting. And it's really great to see Urban Decay going back to that initial beginning where everything they did was exciting and it was like, oh, it was almost like, so you had like MAC who were like the professional, everything worked, everything's great. NARS who were like super classy, but also like super like trendy. And then you had Urban Decay who was like the younger, rebellious relative who had amazing stuff, but it was slightly on a like, ooh side, you know, like everything was exciting and everything was new and a little bit out of the ordinary. And everything made a statement. And I see Urban Decay coming back from that with certain products, the liners they did recently, these blushes. I'm hoping we get a Urban Decay resurgence, because yeah. Listen, I wish we had Ulta in the UK, because I would be all over this. This is Disney and a Little Mermaid. We're finishing on a Disney one. Disney and the Little Mermaid collection. You have some beauty blenders. You have this beautiful shell pouch with makeup inside, a palette, you have a lip set, you have a 4-piece eye set, a brush set. Oh, I really want this. Not the best shades, I'll be honest, in this eyeshadow palette. It's a little bit boring. We could have done more. We could have done more with those amazing shades in Ariel's tail. You know, there's more purples there, there's more green. These are quite dull, almost like washed out. Ursa's could have been, again, she almost has this like neon blue on her tentacles we've seen. You know, I think we could have done a lot better there. The beauty box itself, the shell, is $20. Eye and face palette, brow trio, brow gel, jewel-ended eyeliner, glitter top coat trio, eyeshadow primer, cream eyeshadow stick, 2 lip glosses, a lip balm, and a cream highlighter stick. That's a really good deal. Listen, I would get that as a collector off like Disney makeup. I would purchase that myself. Unfortunately, again, no Ulta in the UK, but what can you do? Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. I'd love to know what you think of these products down below. Anything catching your eye recently? What do you think about the brands that I mentioned in today's video? Let me know. Thank you so much for joining me. Give this video a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.